I'm going to start with my morning routine, and I wanted to just show you my two soaps first. So this is my Sea Moss Manuka Honey Grapeseed Soap. I've had it for 8 weeks going on 9 weeks. That's a long time, and I still have half a bar. Now, this is my tallow butter soap, which is amazing. I get both of them from Anorganic Oasis. I've been using this one for a week. And I wanted to try both, right? But I just want you to see how long these bars last. They're incredible, and I want you to see how quickly they lather. So I'm going to use the tallow butter soap first. I just put a little water on it. It's amazing. This actually feels like you're putting butter on your face. It's so silky and it washes right off. Okay, this is a 3-minute routine, and I am going to do this with you right now. So this is my awesome steamer. I know you already have one. This is the one that I got on Amazon. I absolutely love it. I put it in my tap link. I have the other one that I started with, but this one, it's just bigger and it holds a lot more water, so I'm not having to refill it. Now, I'm always refilling it with distilled water, just so you know. You don't want the calcium buildup with tap water, so don't do that, okay? But we're going to start on the clavicle. We're going to start right here. So we're going to let the chest heat up a little bit with some of that awesome steam. And this is simply going to open up those pores. It's going to help your hands caress and move across your terminus above the clavicle, under the chin, of course, where those cervical lymph nodes are, and then across the spray of lymph nodes on your face that holds a lot of infection, holds a lot of stagnant lymph, holds a lot of inflammation. So here we go. It's been here just long enough. 15 seconds is really all you need. I'm taking those knuckles, right? And we're just going to use the flat end. And now we are going to rub where, and I want to show you where that terminus is. If you put your collarbones down, you see the two little triangular divots. That's where your terminus is. That's where you rub, okay? We're going to do this for about 15, 20 seconds. That would be about 20 strokes or 20 circular movements. Okay, we're going to move up to the cervical lymph nodes here. We're going to sweep from the chin up with the same flat knuckles underneath the ear and down over those cervical lymph nodes. We're going to do this 20 times. It shouldn't hurt. It should be firm and gentle. If it hurts, lighten up. It could be that you have some stagnant lymph and infection behind your ears. Pretty common. It happens as we get older. And that's why we tend to get colds and sinus infections more often when we get older as well. But this will, you'll see a difference in how well you feel moving forward as well. 5 more times. Good. Okay. Now we're going to move up behind the ears to the spray of lymph nodes here, rather behind the ears where the spray of lymph nodes are that run down to the terminus, right? And then here, right in front of the ear. So we're going to split those fingers and we're going to, this feels so good. I love this. We're going to caress, and you can be firm here, but this will help with any tension headaches, migraines, tightness in the jaw. When we start moving that lymph properly, and you do this consistently every day, you're definitely going to feel a difference. So here we go. We're going to move up to the spray above the eyebrows. We're going to simply rub firmly but gently. Okay, it should never hurt. We want to make sure that we're moving that stagnant lymph out from the spray of lymph nodes here that runs on the forehead and down in front of the ears. Okay, we're going to do that 20 times, and then we're going to move to the sinuses here on the nose. We're going to break up these sinuses. We're going to do 20 strokes here. Great. We're going to take the flat ends of our knuckles, and we're going to simply sweep up to the hairline, to the ear, 20 times. Good job. This is going to also stimulate collagen production. It's going to increase blood flow like the gua sha, but more than anything, it's really going to make those pores receptive for the oil so they can do the magic, right? We're going to move down here to the jowls, these depressor muscles, and we're going to stroke up towards the ear. 20 times. Great. We are done with the steam. What we're going to do here is use the 10 mil, because most people are using this. Now, if you were just using the oils, like each 120 ml bottle, then that would be 1/2 teaspoon castor oil, 1/2 teaspoon jojoba, 2 drops frankincense, 2 drops rosehip. Now in here, that's different, right? So we are going to now, and if you have this, and I haven't given you the recipe, it's 1 teaspoon castor oil, 1 teaspoon jojoba, 8 drops frankincense, 20 drops rosehip. I changed it, I added more rosehip, and I'm seeing a huge difference in the brightness of my skin, which is awesome. So basically what we're gonna do with the roller ball, and if you're using it in your hands, just simply do what I'm doing with your fingers instead of the roller ball, okay? So we're gonna go across the T-zone, across the forehead, and down the nose. Okay, and then we're going to run up the cheekbone on either side. We're going to make sure that we have plenty on our nose here. We're going to run across the smoker lines here, across the jawline here, and then we're going to go under the chin here. Then we're going to go down these platysma muscles on both sides. I always put my tallow lip balm on. It always feels so good. I'm going to lift my head here, okay, and I'm going to scrape with the gua sha across my head. Now, you're going to see that my lips are off here because the sound somehow was cut off while I was making this video. So just listen instead of watching my words. I'm going to use the gua sha above my eyebrow because this is going to help lift those hooded eyelids. It's also going to help with any stagnant lymph above the eyes and in the forehead, which is very common. Then I'm going to turn it over to the straight edge, and I'm going to use it on my sinuses at the side of my nose. Now, everything you're going to see me do here, I'm only going to do on one side of my face, and you can repeat it on the other side. Then I'm going to use a straight edge here. I'm going to always pull up my cheek at my hairline, and I'm going to do firm but gentle. Do circular motions here up that depressor muscle, and then we're going to run the cheek line right here. We're only going to do this 5 times. Everything else, 10 strokes. Right here, we're just going to run this by, because we're promoting collagen and we're boosting that circulation, okay? This is great. Then you're going to take that same straight edge. You're going to pull and lift up towards the ear, and you're going to scrape, as they call it. It's not really scraping hard, but you're going to keep it firm and gentle. We're going to scrape up towards the hairline. Great. Now, we're going to go across the lip lines right here. Just use this rounded edge. Pull your lips taut. Just 10 times. That's great. Actually, take the little heart shape. We're going to put the long end under our chin. We're simply going to run down 10 times. This is going to help chisel that jawline and move any stuck lymph. All right, now we're going to turn it back over here to the straight edge. We're going to run up, turn, run up to the bottom of the ear, and then we're going to turn it down over those cervical lymph nodes, okay? So run up, turn, and down 10 times. Just make sure you have ample oil in your neck and your chin, okay? I think I could have put more on mine. All right. Now you're going to repeat all of this on the other side of your face, but before you do, I want you to look in the mirror. You're going to actually see that this side is more lifted. And the more you're consistent daily with this activity, the more lifted it's going to become. I hope this helped. Let me know if you have any questions.